Hello Stealth Tubers and welcome back to Let's Play FTL with me, Blue Inculo. We're ready to start Sector 2, so shall we pick Engie or Civilian? Engie, Civilian. I don't really care. I suppose we should stick with the slightly green ones. It really doesn't seem to matter. Actually, let's go to Engie, because if we could pick up a free Engie, that'd be awesome. I love those guys. Alright, they're supposed to be, well, there's been Mantis. Well, that's not so good, but anyway. Turns out I actually guessed the right room in my, Lana, Miss Lana is now our, shield expert. Just a quick overview. The Sneakmobile, our stealth cruiser, Type A, I believe. We got shields in the first system. Beautiful. Or sector, I guess, technically. And we got a new weapon that I paid the rest of my money for, but I think it's a good idea. So that's what we got, and let's get to business. We've got exploring to do. The stress beacon, tempting. I'd like to go to them, but I'd rather continue moving forward, and we know there's nothing nearby. So, to the possible ship. Well, when I say nothing, there could be something, but there's no ships guaranteed. A rebel fighter. Alright, let's do it. Making an incursion in engine. Leave our Engie friends alone. And now, this time, your pathetic combat drone is no longer the death of us immediately. Still trouble, but our shields will hold much better. I'm still gonna have to stealth out the first missile or something, or volley at least. There we go. That feels good. So, same basic strategy. Let's get to it. Weapons and drone, if possible, would be lovely. This might be a 4-weapon hit if I'm just spot on. Yeah, 4 systems in 1 mini-beam. And they say the mini-beam sucks. It can do good if you aim it just perfect. And we got their weapons down, and, well, we didn't take the drone out, but at least we're keeping their crew busy. So let's try again. Actually, seeing as the weapon system's already damaged, let's go for that one. And then the same nice target. Again, if you can just do this perfectly. I don't know if this is considered an exploit or not, but I think this ship is hard enough on its own that we need to take every advantage we can. Look at that. And that's the beauty of the stealth ship. Not bad, not bad. Alright, getting some money. Let's start pumping the power up. I do want to upgrade my weapon system soon, but for now I'll just put whatever points I can get into whatever. Nothing interesting on the horizon, or whatever you call that in space. The, I don't know what you call that kind of thing. Alright, some Zoltan. Now I think, if you're looking for that 9th ship, I believe this is what the event you need to have after you have a stasis pod. I think. But it's never happened for me. I've picked up the stasis pod a few times, I've done this a few times, I've never done it in the correct order. And then there's even more stuff to do afterwards. But anyway, that's what happens. I think. I could be wrong. And of course, there's pirates anyway. We're being held hostage. Well, maybe we'll get to free some Zoltans. They're good to have around. Okay, let's group everyone up. I've got a lot of weapons over there. Now, they do have some pretty puny crew. They've only got 2 Engie and a Zoltan. That's about the worst boarding party I could imagine. So we're going to have to just focus on them. I don't want to lose my engines, so let's try to take them out. Weapons incoming, 1 green laser. Almost ready to... oh, right, my shield. I forgot. The shield can absorb the first one. I should have waited, actually. Actually, I should have done it just like that. Absorbed 1 and then cloaked for the second couple. Perfect. Alright, anyway. Back to work. Taking stuff out. Ooh, unlucky. Missing sucks. Alright, so a simple blast. Not bad, not bad. I think our crew should be victorious in here unless something goes horribly wrong. Another missile. We can't do anything about it. Ouch. We need to get those weapons down. And the shields as well. So let's just try to make sure we hit everything. They resisted some damage, but that's okay. Now, Captain Blue, you got to get that piloting systems up. The bridge. I'll just call it the bridge from now on. Makes more sense. Okay, back to weapons for you. Back to shields for you. Good enough. We'll worry about healing people later. Alright, I think we're doing alright. They're resisting a lot of damage, but the bad news for them is their systems are getting trashed. And I think I can kill them in this next beam if I do this just perfect. Yep, perfect. Now, they might have resisted it, so it wasn't guaranteed, but you take them out. And a research station that gives us some more stuff. Well, thanks, guys. That was very kind of you. How did you know that free stuff was my favorite? So let's, what's the best way to do this? 45, weapons, and power. That way we can turn the ion on. Still need a lot more for our engines, or one more to be true, to be honest. Alright, I think we're doing great. I am totally impressed. Ship is looking beautiful. I'll probably go for level 2 shields after I finish powering up the engines. And if we can get that, we are golden. A beam drone, not so bad. Those are the worst. If you have no shields on a stealth cruiser, they do these little mini beams, kind of like what I've got, except they fire every like 3 seconds or something silly. And they cause fires and kill you. So if you have no shield and you're a stealth ship, those will just end you right there. Now, a store, unfortunately, kind of messed up and spent all my scrap, so I can't really afford anything. A Mantis warship that we could cloak to avoid if we wanted. Having those cloaking systems does give you some nice blue options, but I think we're doing fine. Let's fight them. Alright, they've only got 2 crew, thanks to our... We do start with good sensors, if you haven't noticed. This time, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna let them shoot a bullet, and then I'm gonna just cloak. That's a triple blaster. Let's just cloak. Let them miss completely. Alright, so ion blast. Hopefully damage the shields. Should have fired that a little bit earlier. It's slow. Oh well, we got that. That's good. And probably stick to weapons for now. I don't know why I aimed it at shields actually, but anyway, we managed to get the bomb out. That's good. And the ion, right? I forgot I got an ion blast. That thing's actually handy. Now that I've upgraded my ship a little bit, we're actually fairly powerful, I think, at this point, with the 3 weapons like that. Alright, some more scrap. I could hit the store, but it's kind of going backwards, and I don't really feel like it. For now, we're just going to worry about powering our systems, and probably upgrading our ship. So, yeah, let's just not worry about it for now. Let's head to that cluster of systems on this side, see what we find. A pirate ship attacking an unidentified ship. Well, let's help them out. We don't accept bribes. We are heroes. Yeah, we're alright, we're alright. Ion, small laser. I think we can handle it. Their Zoltan beam, Zoltan shield thingamajigger is no match for our powers. Let's just completely dodge their first shot, just because we can. And then, well, we're not going to take their Zoltan shield out probably, but with all of our weapons, we can take it out in the first volley. And our shields held, of course. So we're in good shape. 1 stealth for 1 Zoltan shield. I guess it's a fair trade-off. Now, to get everything out as quick as possible. And weapons. And this looks like a nice area here to target weapons, shields, and piloting. And a spare room all at the same time. Very nice. Oh, a better bribe. Well, still not worth it. We don't really care. Our fuel is good, and let's just destroy them. We're back to destroying ships. We had a nice little break there early on, trying to capture them by killing crew. Nah, those days are over. It's time to kill stuff again. Killing stuff is probably more fun anyway. Alright, goodbye energy bomber. Your days are... Wow, that was lame. 10 scrap. Maybe I should have taken their bribe. But we sort of rescued an arms dealer. That's kind of cool. So you get to get a store without having to travel to one. And you can have that beam, because I don't really want it. So that gives us not enough money. Stealth weapons would be beautiful for our current ship, but too much money. FTL jammer, nah. FTL recharge, no. Hermes, no. Bomb, no. Burst laser, the same... I mean, this is what I was saying, right? Remember that dual laser? 2 power, 11 seconds, 2 shots with a fire chance. Ours is 1 power, 10 seconds, 2 shots, and a fire chance. So this one's faster and half the power. How does that even compare? Ugh, lame. Anyway, what I really want to upgrade is the beam specifically. We might be smart to fix our ship though. Yeah, let's do it. Fix your ship and save the rest of your money for now. Alright, we're looking good. Let's continue. Distress beacon, alright. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can save someone with our super powerful stealth ship. I will upgrade the shield, or the cloaking eventually. So you've found a smoldering Engi, whatever. They've been attacked by probably Mantis, but there may be someone alive. So let's, seeing as we've got long-range scanners, let's double check our first initial readings, because you know, maybe there's something bad on that station. Yeah, it's about to explode. Look at that. We could have damaged our ship if we docked with them. Let's save the Engi. Thanks, guys. All right, so now we've got our dedicated repairman again. I love having that dedicated repairman. Could have taken some drone schematics, sold them for some scrap. No, we're nice guys. Now I don't really want to hit another store. Let's head up this way. Maybe we'll get lucky and have a nice encounter over this way. An asteroid field. Well, we're not as scared of those as we used to. We do have a little bit of shields. 2 shields would be better, but we'll just have to risk it. And there's a pirate ship. This could be a little bit dangerous. What are they doing? What are they doing? Okay, they're attacking down there. Door control, I don't really care about. If they want to take... I don't know if I've mentioned this, but when they finish off a system, like they damage it to 0 bars, you do take 1 hull damage. But, I'm not terribly concerned. What I can do is send some vacuum of space their direction. They can just walk through the doors because we have lame, lousy door control. But it won't let them stay in there for very long. They'll have to move somewhere else. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Plan is to cloak to avoid their weapons fire because our shields can just barely deal with the asteroids and we can't afford too much more damage. Or attack power. Something. Ion blast their shields if possible. Oh, they just walked right through and still managed to destroy. And they destroyed the doors, so I can't close them now. That sucks. Anyway, you guys get in there, deal with them. We're going to have a slightly lower evasion for a little while. Did they shoot at us? I can't remember. I know we shot an ion. Oh, I should have cloaked. Mistimed everything there. Alright. Weapons to bridge. That's going to be the way to do it. Alright, now you guys better win, and I forgot to cloak, so that was my bad. Oh, sure, just run away. Wasting my time. Good luck, Engi. You need to close that door system and try to stay alive. Shields. Bluish? Yeah, you're the engine guy. My engineer, Bluish. Forgot to shoot my ion blast there. And they're not doing so good on this ship, are they? I think this is the end of them. They're trying desperately to keep their oxygen up, but I think they're done. Oh, they're going to escape, are they? Yeah, that's not happening. Alright, so we collect 21 scrap. Not bad. We only took a little bit of damage, so it's still a pretty good trade. If you were wondering, you cannot upgrade your ship in a asteroid field or a plasma storm or any of that kind of stuff. Sort of makes sense. You don't have time to stop for repairs. So let's head on up this way, see if we can find some more interesting stuff in this sector. Nothing. Figures. I hate jumping to empty systems like that. This isn't actually looking terribly exciting. We have another store that I don't really want to go to terribly badly. I think the next thing is shields, actually. I don't have anything to sell, so there's no point going to the store. I might as well just start powering those up. Actually, buying more power was pointless. I should have just transferred from engines to shielding and had 2 shields. Oh well. Live and learn, live and learn. I always make silly mistakes like that. Minor, very minor. A pirate that was sworn down but hungry. Well, alright. Lots of weapons, lots of weapons. But we've got our trusty cloak, which has served us quite well, to be fair. Let's dodge that. I say it's time to dodge. Oh, what am I doing? I'm wasting my chance to beam them. There we go. Took their weapons out, no problem. We're doing quite well against single shields. It might not work so perfectly once we hit double shields, but for now, I think we're more powerful than the enemies, so I think we're okay. Let's set everything up. Trying to escape, not likely. And there you have it. More scrap for us. Beautiful. Gee whiz. Fleets can take a while to get here. We might as well check this one out. Might as well, before we hit the exit. Breach missiles, sure. Those are fairly expensive if I recall. I'll be able to sell them for quite a lot if we don't use them. I think this sector will probably make the jump to the exit. Let's check it out. I'm pretty sure. If not, well, just fight through the rebels. We'll be okay. Of course, it could have nothing in it and completely waste our time. Okay, now here's an option. For 2 fuel, we could hit the store and then try to hit the exit to sell those missiles, because I don't think I want to use them, honestly. They're not bad, breach missiles. 4 damage for 3 power and a very high breach chance, but 22 seconds is very slow, and I hate missiles. I don't know, it's just a personal thing. So I think I'm going to try store and then exit. Hopefully we'll make it in front of the fleet. If not, we'll just deal with it. Just deal with it. Alright, store. Here you go. Have some valuable breach missiles and breach bombs. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I would say that's not horrible either. Personnel and system damage pretty high. So I actually haven't seen these before. For 2 power, that kills a lot of people and system damages systems. So it's not a bad idea. But we're going to take some repairs and we're going to upgrade our ship, because that's kind of what my plan was here. And now, without any loss of power, we've got 2 dots of shields, 4 engines, and 3 weapons all at once. And we're still ahead of the rebel fleet, although the exit might not make it in time. Oh well, can't win everything. And nope, we're not going to make this jump. We're going to have to fight through. Oh well, that's why we got shields. We can survive, we can survive. They've got a lot of guns again. I think the plan, the majority of the time from now on, now that I've got 2 shields, the plan will be to try to cloak and dodge missiles, whilst letting the shields deal with laser fire. It does give our shield Miss Lana some practice anyway, by letting her recharge the shields, so it's not a horrible idea. Ion Blast first. They do have 2 shields, so this will be kind of practice to see just if our chances of getting 2 shields down are very high. I think I mistimed this actually. Oh no, I still got it in. Alright, not bad. I forgot to cloak though, yeah. Forgot something. We could jump away eventually if we need to. I would be smart to use my cloak next time. But I think, I gotta say, we're actually doing quite well against this ship from my initial judgment anyway. Oh, look at all that fire. Beautiful. Let's aim. Yeah, let's just stick it to them, basically. They got their shields up. That sucked. Mistiming, that's me. But they're done. Before we can even jump away, we blow them up. Beautiful. That's a good sign, that's a good sign. Like I said before, and you've probably seen, you don't get very much, but the proof is we killed them fairly quickly with minimal hull damage. And that's it, we survived another sector. Huzzah! Hooray, whoop-de-woo, all that. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and have a great day.